Hello and welcome back to the CRYSTAR Show, your premier interactive podcast delivering the latest in educational insights and trending news. Here we explore thought-provoking topics, engage with expert opinions, and keep you informed about the world around you. Stay tuned for enriching discussions and updates that truly matters. I am Musharafatu and I'm doing this with
Chelsea with the Tindabel, and it's our pleasure to introduce you to Miss Martha, a special educational needs coordinator from Crystal Heights International School.
Our topic for today is understanding autism. Welcome to our show, Miss Martha. We are delighted to have you here and I hope you are doing well.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
The word autism might sound strange to Ghanaians, so as a specialist, what do you have to say about autism?
Thanks so much for this question. Autism, in simple terms, it's a neurodevelopmental condition which affects a person's communication, interaction with people, and then experiences with the social world. People with autism is not a sickness, so it's not infected. Just that they have different way of thinking and the different way of processing information. People with autism have some unique characteristics. They have some strength in specific subject areas like arithmetics, creative arts, science, and even ICT. So people with autism have those challenges. However, they also have some strength.
All right, madam. I want to clarify this for our viewers. Do children with autism be classified as the same as special needs?
That's an interesting question. When we say special needs, it's a broad area. Special needs is when we say somebody has a special needs, it's any condition that prevents someone from performing their normal daily activities. And it can be physical, it can be visual, it can be condition like autism. So we have different kind of special needs. Autism is a subset of special needs.
Thank you for your explanation, Ms. Martha.
You're welcome.
So that's so vivid. And as a specialist, what's the method of teaching children with autism?
Okay, so at the beginning, I mentioned that people with autism have communication challenges, meaning that most people with autism cannot express themselves verbally. So we try to get pictures so that we present whenever we are teaching. So whatever the topic we are teaching, we get pictures, images. That will make them see, visualize it, and then understand whatever you are saying. Most of them have sensory issues. When there are too much noise in a class, it disturbs them. And for that matter, you have to make sure the classroom is really quiet. When the lighting system in the class is too bright, it also disturbs them. So you try to make accommodations in the classroom, ensuring that the lighting system is okay. And then you have pictures to present to them to understand you better. Some cannot really express themselves, and for that matter, you have to also use demonstrations. When you want them to learn specific topics, you use demonstrations for them to see, and then they model it over and over, then they can pick it up after practicing it. That is one of the strategies we use for people with autism.
Indeed, you're a woman full of patience. So people with autism, concerning social challenges, why do they like to be alone?
Okay, so people with autism, like I said, they have social challenges with social interaction. When they are in the midst of other people, like assembly, the crowd alone makes them intimidated. And for that matter, they avoid social crowd. So you don't have to push them because they will withdraw back. Some will even become worried that they will throw tantrums, like they will cry because you are pushing them. So you understand their space and then give them the opportunity to be where they are. You don't force them. They cannot even play with their friends because they can't initiate conversation. So most children with autism will play alongside their peers. Even in the nursery level, you see a child with autism playing with his or her toy alone, whilst others are in a group playing. They don't understand. So as a caregiver or as a teacher, you have to engage them how best they can interact with each other using maybe a game whereby you involve them and then you help them to interact with each other. These are some of the challenges when it comes to social, the reason why they avoid terms of social interaction.
But Miss Martha, can their situation be changed? How can we compromise them in the society?
Yes, autism, even though we said it's not an illness, so it's a condition that can never be changed. However, it can be managed through therapists, through some support. People with autism, like I said, it's a spectrum. So the way autism affects one person is different from the other. So some can be independent, depending on the kind of support you give. Others can be relying on intensive support throughout their life. However, they all can become useful members of the society when we give them the best support. So when it comes to children with special needs, CRYSTAR Heights International School is currently having a department which is offering support for all children with special needs, including those with autism, those with reading challenges, those with speech and communication challenges. We have available resources with an expert on board.
So wrapping up, Miss Martha, what advice do you have for parents raising autistic children?
So my advice to parents is that they should just accept their children with a condition and seek the best support. For instance, at CRYSTAR Heights, we have the department. If they need any support in terms of how best they can support their children at home, they should come in. We are open. Also, we have all the resources to support them.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Miss Martha. Your insights are valuable, and I'm sure our listeners have understood what autism is. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
That's all for today on the CRYSTAR Show. Musha, I hope you have learned a lot about autism. Well, I've learned a lot of things. I mean, I had lots of myths in my head, but later on I got to know that all those things I thought weren't actually true. What about you?
I learned a lot actually. I learned that autism is not a disease but a spectrum.
Thank you so much for watching, and remember to like, share and subscribe for more updates. Bye!